Hello, my YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today, I want to talk about full-time students. So this is a very important guideline for the program. So I see that our community has been getting a lot of questions about this. So I want to reference a few resources where you guys could visit their website and read in detail about the student status restriction. If you guys are not familiar with the channel or if you're not familiar with affordable housing, full-time student status is a very important rule. And this is not only for low-income housing tax credit program, this is also for Section 8 as well. The rule slightly varies, and the website that I'm gonna put the link for in the description, you'll be able to read the information as it relates to like a Section 8 or HUD, right? So for this video, we're going to talk about low-income housing tax credit program. So a lot of you guys think this is minimal, but it's not. This is a significant rule. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most important rules of the program, and there's no gray areas, there's no in between. So the rules simply state that your household cannot consist of all full-time students unless you meet one of the 5 exemptions. And here lists all the 5 exemptions that your household will have to meet if everyone in the household is a full-time student. And when they say everyone in the household, this applies to all ages. It's not only adults. A lot of people always get that confused as well. So all ages, right? So the household cannot be all full-time student unless you meet one of the 5 exemptions. If you are all full-time students and your household does not meet any of the 5 exemptions, you will get evicted. There's no gray area. There's no in between. That's just the bottom line. So this article, or this reference rather, also talks about what is a full-time student. So the rule defines full-time student as a person that's been enrolled for 5 months out of a calendar year. So that's what's defined as full-time student. And these months does not need to be consecutive, right? And there will be you'll be required to provide documentation from your school and the status that's on that documentation. That's what will be used to define, whether you fall under the full-time student or a part-time student. At times it says it verbatim like part-time or full-time. But this is very important. And the other thing I want to say, this does not only apply to the application period. This is also when you become a resident, because a lot of people always think it's only when you're applying. No, this will be during your entire tenancy as affordable housing applicant or resident rather. So even if you move in, when you're doing your recertification, this is going to come up again, because this is a major rule for low-income housing tax credit program. And in this reference, you could read more as to why this is a big thing, because a lot of people always say, well, that doesn't even make sense. Why wouldn't they want you to further your education? It's not that they don't, but it's just guideline for the program. So I want everyone to take 5 minutes out of their day and reference it to resources that I'll be putting in the description box so you could get a full understanding. So again, all 5 reasons are listed right here. I'm not going to read them through because you'll be able to go over them yourself, but I want to just stress the importance of this so that this does not impact anyone in our community. I hope you guys found this information helpful. If you have any questions, please do, after you read the references, if you have any question, please do leave a comment below, and myself or someone else from our community will definitely answer your question. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, like it, share it with a friend. Make sure you jot this down, because again, I don't want anyone to be impacted if you're new to the channel, you may not know my story, but my story when I applied for low-income housing years ago, as I was impacted by Hurricane Sandy, Superstorm Sandy rather, so I had a Sandy preference, right? And I met all the other criterias, and I got a letter in the mail stating that I was ineligible because I was a full-time student. So this was around October, and I was graduating in December, so I had less, like 3 months, and I'll be graduating. And I wrote them a letter and all of these stuff, right? However, I was already 5 months in that calendar year, right? So I'm already a full-time student for that calendar year. So there is nothing that they could have done, even though I only had 3 more months before I graduated. So I'm just saying that to say this rule will literally deem you ineligible during your application period if your household is all full-time students and you do not meet one of the exemption. And this could also get you evicted. I've seen many people get evicted for this very rule. So I do not want that to happen to any member of our community. So I just wanted to share this with you. So if you found it helpful, thumbs up, share the video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Our community is growing so much, and we definitely want you to be notified when these videos are posted. So definitely subscribe and show some love in the comment. If you have the answer to a question, I know a lot of you guys are in a process, so if you see someone, leave a comment and you have the answer. We're a community, we're a family, so just make sure that if I don't see it, make sure you answer them. Each one help one. I'm so grateful for our community. We're growing so much, and I'm so thankful for you guys for sticking with us. I'm thankful that you guys motivate each other. So continue to do so. Continue to be of good courage as you go through the process. Just know that we're in this together. I'm standing in the gap with you, and I hope that you guys have been finding the information. Well, you have, because a lot of you guys already told me that you've been approved, and I see a lot of you guys are advising that you've been taking notes. So I'm grateful for that. So let's continue to build up that momentum, continue to stay positive, and share the good news. When you guys get approved and you moved in your beautiful home, share the good news in the comment, because that will certainly help someone else. And that's what we're here for, to help and support each other through this journey. Well, thank you guys. You have an amazing night. Everything is going to work in your favor. Continue to be positive. The universe is on your side. All things, not just some things, all things will work together for your good. And I want you to believe that, as I'm believing that for you.